What are you getting, Kenny?
She usually just orders for me.
I'm gonna let her order for me too, but then I'm just gonna turn it into whatever I want.
With a very nice cameo by a wary Jesus and a Jedi shout-out in its opening minutes, The Real O Neals starts strong in its double-episode March 2nd premiere, with its premise of hanging out the family dirty laundry and coming out of the closet. Unfortunately, this wannabe quirky ABC comedy soon ends up being pulped into throwback shades of bland, with doofus dads, period jokes, and the usual bad network sitcom fare in its attempt to be a perfect mess. Irish Catholic doctrine, repression, and household dysfunction are all thrown into the pot with divorce, anorexia, charity theft, and the not-so-secret secret that the youngest son, Kenny, played by Noah Galvin, who also narrates way too much of the show, is gay, are all revealed early on. And of course, everybody finds out about it, seemingly disgracing the not really once perfect overachieving matriarch Martha Plimpton-led family in church and among their community.
I think Kenny said he's gay, and it also sounds like you're getting a divorce. Do you want this open or closed?
And with a Jimmy Kimmel appearance down the line, that's kind of it for The Real O Neals. With a canoe heist, a student election, and too many Irish-American stunts thrown in where comic relief is usually supposed to be. Buried in all the boring, there's a Pretty Little Liars plotline gag and a backhanded homage to George Carlin's 7 Words You Can't Say on TV from 1972. Which sort of tells you how old-fashioned this show actually is, without overplaying the comparisons to CBS's similarly dated and now canceled, I might add, The McCarthys. As a Chicago cop dad, Mad Men alum J.R. Ferguson is pretty much every ultimately loving TV dad. And Matt Schlivy, as the athletic, anorexic older brother Jimmy, is ultimately a nice jock. Only Babe Wood, his 14-year-old daughter and perpetual schemer Shannon, has any sparkle in her eyes here, and ultimately all the best lines.
4 cards, please.
You gotta go high, Father Phil.
Well, I took a vow of poverty.
Does your Lexus know that?
Now, long before its debut, there was a lot of controversy about this ABC single-camera Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, Tom Holland, and Dan Savage EP'd comedy, with religious groups and the likes of the Family Research Council seeking a boycott of the show or it being pulled from the Disney-owned net schedule because of its connection to the Savage Love columnist and its seemingly aggressive take on the church. Well, honestly, in the road to its premiere, most of what could have offended anyone about The Real O Neals is long since exercised, except that is, if you are offended by a real wasted opportunity, because that's what The Real O Neals is. I'm Dominic Patten for Deadline Hollywood.